A little girl lived in a small, very simple, poor house on a hill. She would play in her small garden. As she grew, she was able to see over the garden fence and across the valley to a wonderful house high on the hill. And this house had golden windows, so golden and shining that the little girl would dream of how magic it would be to grow up and live in a house with golden windows instead of an ordinary house like hers. Although she loved her parents and her family, she longed to live in such a golden house and dreamed all day about how wonderful and exciting it must feel to live there. When she got to an age where she can go outside on her own, one day she decided to visit the golden house. That day was beautiful, and the little girl knew exactly where she was heading. Down the lane and across the valley, she rode her bike until she got to the gate of the golden house across on the other hill. As she dismounted her bike and leant it against the gate post, she focused on the path that had led to the house than on the house itself, and was so disappointed as she realized all the windows were plain and rather dirty, reflecting nothing other than the sad neglect of the house. So sad, she didn't go any further and turned heartbroken as she remounted her bike. As she glanced up, she saw a sight to amaze her. There, across the way on her side of the valley, was a little house, and its windows glistened golden as the sun shone on her little home. Yes, it was her own house. She realized that she had been living all the while in the golden house itself. The love and care she found, that was what made her home the golden house. Everything she dreamed was right there in front of her eyes. We sometimes need to remind ourselves to be grateful and appreciative of the things and people in our lives.